So before we start, guys, Ledger Nano has 30% sale on hardware wallets. It is simple, secure, customizable, free shipping. Don't miss on the limited sale of 30%. Link down in the description. Hello guys, and welcome back to BitTruth with your host Mark Luther. In today's video we're doing another Bitcoin news video. Today is the 23rd of December 2018. So before we start with the details, let's read the headlines. Firstly, Bitcoin price predictions 2019. Can Bitcoin see the $20,000? You know, it's one of them type articles. Bitmain IPO, okay, application doubt as Hong Kong calls crypto industry immature. Bitcoin BTC USD technical analysis, bull to succeed over bears occasional threats. Wall Street quietly shelves its Bitcoin's dreams. What triggered Ethereum to rise 66% within 1 week, factors and trends. So let's start with the first article. Now this article is nothing new. This is like basically a compilation of famous people in the crypto space and things that are related to the cryptocurrency space or banks that are talking about cryptocurrency, whether it's positive, negative, giving their price predictions. One gives $200, one to $0, another for 5 million. It's one of them type articles, you know it. As expected, some experts have given their opinion about the current bear market, and most of them don't think it's going to end soon, because they have billions or even tens of millions of dollars that they can like invest into the cryptocurrency market and manipulate it. Wonder why. While BTC may find stability short term, it's going to take long time effort, okay, long term, to reach the 20,000. Statistics have shown that retail investors now, what statistics, based on which statistics, lost the most during this bearish market. This is why the major sell-off was no surprise. What's more, these small-scale investors are less likely to return to the market anytime soon, because these small-scale investors are not investors, they're gamblers. Because if they were, you know, investors, they would actually research about the market, they would learn more, they would not just jump on a train. And look, I'm no better, I jumped on the train, but you know, the difference between me and them is that if they are real investors, they have, you know, invested into different, you know, commodities, assets, you know, currencies, traded things, you know, you don't know. Yeah, they have more experience than me. So for me, it's another case, okay? Because for me, for the most part, I never invested in the market. Okay, most of the things that I do is just freelancing online. Okay, I never invest into such a market. So you can call me a newbie if you want. When I invested back in December 2017, the loss of investors suffered didn't just affect them financially, it also affect them emotionally. As I said, they're not investors. Experts talking about the future of BTC. Now, Bitcoin and technology researcher Boris Harastov had a lot to say about the current market conditions. According to him, the only way Bitcoin is going to regain legitimacy and composure is if institutional investors enter the market. I didn't know that, to be honest. Now Robert Slamer, also from Fundstrat, sees Bitcoin bottoming. Wonder why. Here it talks about other people, in depth. For example, John McAfee. Now, the case with John McAfee, the reason why he's now returned, and talked more about, you know, predictions, you know, is because he's trying to just get rid of that 1 million thing that he said back last year. So now he's trying to say maybe $500,000. You know, John McAfee's trying to just wipe off the embarrassment that he was. And if you, like, fun fact, if you go on YouTube right now and research about John McAfee, and he talked about that $1 million thing, I could not find the videos where he talked about them. So interesting fact that John McAfee destroyed all the evidence of his you know, his like his smartness, just basically, and in the most basic way. Anyways, expect stability only after 10 years, Bitcoin to shrink to $100, and that comes from the EX from the IMF chief. So you see where we're going. Bitcoin is the future, fiat is the past. Tim Draper, okay, venture capitalist. Bitcoin will hit $40,000. Okay, most of these guys are actually like starters of exchanges or something related to that, but for the most part, some bankers, venture capitalists. More than that, okay, it's just nothing new. To the next thing. Now this is the juicy information. Okay, Bitmain's IPO application. Hong Kong's stock market, okay, overseers, anyways, might be reluctant to approve the initial public offering IPO application of the company, given their stated concerns about the lack of proper regulatory framework that can govern the cryptocurrency and blockchain industry. HKEX, okay, might not give their blessing to Bitmain as well as other DLT-based firms to launch an IPO, arguing that the blockchain industry in the country is still immature. It's not in your country alone, Hong Kong or China or wherever you are. I think it's Hong Kong is a country. I need to study some geography, to be honest. Anyways, it's still immature is international level, so it's not only Hong Kong. Anyways, according to the public listing rules in Hong Kong, there would be a closed door hearing meeting with the listing committee, okay, which gives the final approval or rejection within 6 months of filing an IPO. A listing can lapse if the applicant fails to hear from the committee within the 6 months period. If it does not fall through, Bitmain's IPO would likely to set a record for a cryptocurrency IPO. However, it would seem that, considering the volatile status of the crypto market and the lack of a robust regulatory framework, that may not happen soon. Now, to be honest, I agree with the Hong Kong Exchanges and Clearing Limited. Now, it's not because I hate Bitcoin or I hate cryptocurrencies, because frankly, I'm just invested into cryptocurrencies, so there is no way I'm just talking against my investments, okay, or at least if I invested in the past. Anyways, most importantly, the reason why I hate Bitmain, okay, because they have the majority of the market share, and if they ran an IPO themselves, then expect, okay, huge money coming into Bitmain. Expect those ASICs not mining before months of launching them, but before even, a year or two. You don't know. Like, Bitmain is just one of the scummiest companies I've saw in my lifetime. And also, they have been like doing this Bitcoin Cash stupid war, okay, on the fork, causing Bitcoin's price to go down. And then, like, they have been, in this market for so long. Like, why don't we have other competitors just crushing them in this space and just, move on? Anyways, BTC USD technical analysis. Let me know what you think about Bitmain too. Anyways, after a long bullish market, the long bullish run, okay, the cryptocurrency market seems to having, okay, a tough time keeping the bear out of the market. At the time of writing, BTC was trading at $3,890 with a market cap of $67.8 billion. The total trade volume in the past 24 hours was recorded in 5.8 billion. Now, in the 1 hour chart, there is a steep uptrend ranging from 3,238 to 3,830. Now, that's not a really huge difference. No, it is. Man, I need to get some glasses or something. Anyways, whereas the downtrend is extending from 4,038 to 3,926. Furthermore, the strongest resistance level is currently set at 4,137 to curb the price hike. There is no possibility of a trend breakout as of now, as no concentration in the price trend has been spotted. On the 1 day chart, okay, the candlesticks are experiencing a downtrend, okay, running from 6,259 to 4,079. Here, a support level is set at $3,183, same as above. There is no price concentration observed, hence a trend breakout does not seem visible. Now, the Bollinger Bands, okay, are closing in on each other to constrict the volatility of the price trend, hence a lower volatility is to be expected in the future market of Bitcoin. The RSI is traveling in the bullish zone as of now, almost turning to a neutral stance. Therefore, a prediction by the RSI cannot be confirmed. The MACD has made a bullish crossover by the signal to predict a positive future for the token. We're talking about Bitcoin, right? Moving on, whoever wrote this article needs to get educated. Anyways, furthermore, it is moving upward to confirm its prediction. Conclusion, in this technical analysis, in this TA, a majority of the indicators are passing a green signal for the Bitcoin price trend. A lower volatility or a sideways trend can also be expected. Moving on to the next article. Now this comes from Bloomberg, so it's one of the let's say from the gang, of Forbes and all of them. And here it talks about Wall Street, quietly shelves its Bitcoin dreams. Here it talks about, even after the plunge of $700 billion, of value of cryptos, believers are sticking to their script. Here you have Morgan Stanley, talking about what they have done in the crypto space. Citigroup, has not traded any of the products it designed for cryptocurrencies within existing regulatory structure. Barclays, which has sounded our client interest on a cryptocurrency desk, almost went back to to square one. Officials for Citigroup and Morgan Stanley declined to comment on their cryptocurrency businesses. For its part, Goldman's primary focus is thoughtfully and safely serving our clients' needs, said spokesman Patrick in New York. Here it talks about the NYSE, and also it had created, services to enable consumers and institutions to buy or sell and store, and spend digital assets. Meanwhile, Fidelity Investments said in October it's preparing a new business to manage digital assets for hedge fund, family offices, and trading firms. Another encouraging sign for the bulls came from the same mouth in the form of Yale University's investment in a crypto fund. Now, here's a really interesting, let's say more of a quote. The bear market is going to allow many, and this comes from actually the former Deutsche Bank AG trader in Singapore, who has set up his name is Eugene, I'm not sure what that is. The bear market is going to allow many of these institutions to build the proper foundations without rushing to build out infrastructure without adequate testing for the fear of missing out on a gold rush. So does that mean that they are controlling the bear market, or does that mean it is so predictable to have a long bear market? I'm not sure. It just really annoys me when I read such articles from these places, because they know what they're doing. They're just like pissing off many people. They're just looking at people, telling them, giving them puzzles, and then you have to figure out if they are wanting crypto to go down or crypto to go up. You can use it to your own benefit, to follow actually to be a contrarian to the articles coming out from the mainstream media, but do with that as you will. I mean, remember back like a month or two ago when they had Bitcoin talking about it's not good for the environment, guys, just stop your miners. Just stop your miners. It's not as if we need to stop our miners that are mining gold out there that are 10 times worse than Bitcoin. And you have companies that are giving out carbon dioxide emissions. That there is much worse things than Bitcoin, but because always they want to push on the little guy in the corner, and they want to actually secure their benefits, that's when that Bitcoin is much targeted, and Bitcoin is just a really small person in the middle of of a room of billions and trillions of dollars. Anyways, what triggered Ethereum to rise 66% within 1 week? Factors and trends. Now here it talks about Ethereum has been a record high number of shorts and major cryptocurrency trading platforms in like BitMEX and Bitfinex. Now, not all positive for Ethereum. Although the Ethereum price has risen 66, okay, it has gone 66% in the short term, 91% from the all-time high back in 2017. Traditional markets, if 20% drop, that means a bear market. But with Ethereum and the rest of the cryptocurrencies, they're trying to actually recover from the struggling of the market. Okay, a sudden breakout on major resistance levels, okay, can also leave an asset vulnerable to large drops in the short term, especially if it cannot be sustained with high volume. A cryptocurrency technical analyst suggested that Ethereum is a better asset to short because of its high volatility and recent rally. It's quite substantial, okay, difference between ETH and BTC structure. If you were betting on correlation remaining the same and both reverting to the structural equilibrium, Ethereum seems to be the better play for shorts and BTC for longs, the analyst said. Explained that Bitcoin is facing several major resistance levels, and this comes from the mouth of a cryptocurrency trader going under the name of the Crypto Dog. Anyways, in the range of $4,000 to $6,000, and until dominant cryptocurrency breaks out of that range, it is difficult to call a bottom in the cryptocurrency market. $4,000 to $4,500 is a major resistance level, and we could stall out soon. It's also possible could go higher, but I do not think it goes much higher than $5,400, certainly not higher than $6,300, which is nearly the double of $3,100. Okay, or at least that's what the last resistance level. Anyways, the crypto market, how can the crypto market sustain momentum? Anyways, prior Bitcoin Cash had that war, okay, and then the fork happened, and then problems happened, and then the Bitcoin Cash price went down from 500 something down to like 75. I'm not sure, like it went really, it was going falling knives. Okay, and then it tripled from 75 to 238. As the always saying goes, okay, it is being Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is Bitcoin Cash, guys. Either you invest and make huge amounts of money because of its manipulation and mysteriousness. And the price of Bitcoin surged from $3,200 to $4,200 or 4,000. I'm not sure. Need to go and look back on the charts. Major crypto assets have been demonstrating strong daily volumes, with daily volume of crypto markets surpassing $20 billion. As long as Bitcoin and Ethereum can sustain their volumes, okay, small market cap cryptocurrencies are likely to follow the price of trend of the two digital assets. Now, there is one reason why I hate Ethereum, and don't get me wrong, but if we go on to Ethereum, Ethereum is no different from the fiat currency. It does not have a limit, opposed to, for example, you go on Litecoin, okay, it has a max supply. Ethereum does not, or Bitcoin has a max supply. So it's an inflationary coin. Anything might happen. I'm not sure how the mechanisms work when they create more supply, but I just don't feel secure around a cryptocurrency that does not have a max supply. It just does not allow me to sleep. That's why I'm not investing in Ethereum anymore. I might make a video about should you invest in Ethereum, okay, and just talk about the advantages, disadvantages, opportunities, long term, short term. If you want that video, comment down below. And thank you guys for watching this video from BitTruth with your host Mark Luther. And hopefully this video just gave you a bit of an outlook on the Bitcoin news. There's not much news, to be honest. If you go around, it's just like either Bitcoin predictions or something that is vague. The reason why I'm talking about something is vague because at the end of the day, these are all businesses. Okay, Smartarium or CCN, Crypto Coin News, or AMP Crypto. I mean, at the end of the day, these are agencies, news agencies that are monetizing, their blogs, and they're hiring writers. Okay, it's a business. Okay, and it is, imagine a business where you give people money and they give you back. Exactly. So these articles are getting more vague. Some of them are getting more, out of touch. There is not much to them. Like this article, like Bitcoin price predictions. There's no need to this article, to be honest. I believe the article can end right here. No need to give me a whole compilation of all the people who talked about Bitcoin, because you can go anywhere and just search a compilation of all the cryptocurrency quotes, 2017, 2018, maybe 2020, who knows. So thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys on the next video.